Hi, happy Wednesday to wherever you are in the world. Big hi to Jen and James and Jason and everyone who's joining us. Please say hi in the chat so I can know that you're here. Maybe even tell me where you are calling in from or meeting me from. I have my tea in my very themed Texas cup today because I am in Texas, but hopefully you have your caffeine of choice wherever you are, and hopefully you're somewhere safe and well. Hi from Maryland and the UK and NOLA. We have so many amazing places and people representing France. Wow. Happy Wednesday from wherever you are joining. Thank you so much for taking some time to grab some coffee with me. And we are leaving it, we're gonna have a 30-minute coffee. We're gonna have a power coffee right now, if you will, before I will let you dive back in to conquer the rest of your week, whether it is in the morning or in the middle of your day, or you're gonna get some good rest tonight. We're gonna have a power 30-minute. I know, Chris, I'm cheating on my Gator gear with this Texas, but you know, I'm feeling a little sad about the Gators today, University of Florida, where I went, because one of our institutions, the Swamp, is getting crushed and they're demolishing it. So it's a very sad day if you went to University of Florida. I feel you. Today is a hard day. But I'm excited to dive in and really dig into all things LinkedIn today. I was so excited about our Wednesday coffee because I was like, we are having a LinkedIn themed coffee because there are just so many things that I want to talk about at LinkedIn, and we're on LinkedIn and you're here on LinkedIn, and you probably want to optimize your LinkedIn if you are spending time on here. So I'm dishing all of my latest dirt on all things LinkedIn. And I'm really excited because I think LinkedIn is such a powerful tool. Hi, Adam and Shane and Sam and Lewis and Ben and David. Yes, we're talking about LinkedIn today, and you guys are power users of LinkedIn. So I'm so excited for you to get all of these sort of tips and tricks that I've been discovering that I can't wait to drop. And I think LinkedIn is only going to become more and more important as the months go on, because it's really about investing in your career and investing in you, and you are your best asset and your knowledge is your best asset. So I think making your LinkedIn experience and world and universe the best that it can be is really a good use of your time and can lead to a lot of bang for your buck. And I have to tell you like a little story that I did this week, which is on Monday. Kenzie, thank you for joining for our first meeting. I messaged a friend on LinkedIn this week very nicely on Monday. And I basically said, as you can do with a friend, your profile kind of sucks. Nicely, lovingly, in a friend way. You're actually more fabulous than this profile is making you seem. Like, I know how fabulous you are, and your profile is not making you shine like I know that you should be shining. And I did it in a nice way. And it was really coming from a place of like, I know you're better than this, and other people need to know how great you are. And so I did it once. There have been others that I've seen that I've been like this close to messaging the person and just saying like, oh, like there are so many things that you could do to this, but you're in that weird spot of like, do you tell people that they're kind of sucking? Do you not? But they're friends. This was a friend, so I felt like okay telling them. But it drives me crazy when people's profiles are not showing everything that I know they are, because I know that they're so smart and so talented and have all these accomplishments. And then I look at their profile and it's just kind of like, wet bread. If you've ever watched SNL, the old SNLs like Debbie Downer, the like, wah, wah. That's what I hear when I look at their profile, even though I know they're so fabulous. So please, for the crazy people like me in the world, please overhaul your profiles to show how fabulous you are. It takes maybe 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. It does not take long. And If anybody says, but I don't know how to do it, too late. I already told you how to do it. And if you haven't seen, I take you step by step, 5 things that you can do that will exponentially improve your profile, like 0 to hero style. If you have not downloaded already, it's free. I made it. You can have it. You're welcome. If you haven't downloaded already, I'm going to drop it in the comments. Please download it. If you haven't redone your profile lately, I know that you probably have accomplishments and things that you've done in the last 6 months that are not on there. I know that because you're busy and you don't think to update it. But then other people don't know how freaking awesome you are. And you are awesome. So I'm going to need you to do that. And I know that people say like, well, but my thing is different. And I have a hard time talking about myself and, whatever. So let's just get that out of the way right now. What are your biggest concerns or questions about your LinkedIn profile? Because I'm bullish on it. I'm crazy about it. You hear the soapbox passion in my voice because I know how much good people are doing at their jobs and how much talent they have and how much they've accomplished and their skills. And so when they don't share that gift with everybody, just drives me a little crazy. So I just want to dig in and say, like, what is holding you back? What is holding you back from making your profile the best that you can be so that people can find you, so that opportunities can find you, so that good things can find you? What is stopping you? What is it? What is stopping you? And Nick makes a great point. LinkedIn is a live document. It is not a static resume piece of paper. It is live. You should be updating it. Every single time something happens, you win an award, you got a promotion, you finished a big project, you become a mentor, you volunteer. I mean, I can keep going. That should be updating all the time. All the time. How bullish should you be without being showy? Chris, this is like my secret gift, and you can recruit a friend. And if you don't have a friend, I will be that friend for you. You should be writing your bio and you should be writing about yourself the way your best friend would write about you. Because I know how I would write about my best friend. I would say, Helene is amazing. These are the things she's accomplished. That's how you need to be writing about yourself. So that kind of gives you a framework. And I know it feels weird to write a bio about yourself. I know that feels weird. So again, get in the mindset of how would you describe a friend at a party, or if you were trying to get them a date. You might say, James is great. James works at Bank of America. He's a assistant at Bank of America. It's really great. He's one of the volunteers on their Susan G. Komen Run with Cancer team. He has gotten 2 promotions in the last year. It's been incredible. He's like a rising star at the company. That is how you write about you, because that's how you talk about your friends. So you need to do that for you, and then have a friend read it. And if you're really bad, have a friend kind of like rewrite it a little bit for you. And again, if you don't have a friend, I'll be that friend for you. Does my headline suck? I have a love-hate relationship with headlines. I think headlines should be clear and to the point. I am the vice president of this, or mine says CEO and founder and LinkedIn instructor. I think it's a little murky when people start putting like Excel wizard. What? Excel wizard? What does that even mean? So, and like emojis, like star emoji, star emoji, star emoji. I don't know. To me, that's a little crazy, but to each his own, I guess, flair. If you are furloughed or looking in your headline, I would absolutely put that. I would say looking for my next adventure or looking for the next opportunity or something like that. That way people in your network, when it pops up, know. Because I'll give you a great example. Last week, a friend emailed me and said, hey, do you know anyone who's be good for this position? And I was kind of thinking, do I know anyone? Do I know anyone? And then I happened to go on LinkedIn, LinkedIn, and a friend had, it said former WeWork something. She got furloughed from WeWork. So it said former WeWork, whatever. And then I thought, oh, perfect. She's not at WeWork anymore. Let me connect. So I think that's another good way to kind of let people know. And I would say in terms of what's in your profile and the people that you help, Jen, I look at your profile, I sort of think of it like Google, right? And how the Google search engine works is when you type something into Google, salmon recipe or how to chop down a tree, Google reads what you type in and then they crawl the internet looking for the best things with those keywords. LinkedIn is the same way. So if I type in a LinkedIn, SVP, whatever, nonprofit, it's going to crawl LinkedIn and it's going to bring me back people in my network or part of my second or third connections that fit. So that's why using keywords to describe what you do is so important, because it's like a search engine. So people are going to be searching for those words, which is why it's important if you have these accomplishments or you do this sort of work that you're putting it on the internet. So it's important for it to stay on there because that way people can find you. Should you try to highlight or show things in your background photo? You mean like your banner? I think you mean your banner. And in which case, yes, you should absolutely have a banner. It's in my resource document, but you can make it in Canva, which is a program that I love. Again, it's free. I love free. You know me. It's easy. It's quick. And again, your banner is it's real estate, right? It's the sign in the front of the house before people start getting into your profile about what they're going to find in this house of yours. So absolutely. Jeffrey, I've gotten interviews based on the keywords. Yes. LinkedIn is like a search engine. That's how you have to think about it. So that's why it makes me cuckoo when I see people's LinkedIn profiles and it just has jobs, Ernst & Young, Bank of America, and it has no description. How are people supposed to find you? How are people supposed to know what you did? So please, anyways, yes, you have to do that. And so it's just really important. And I'm going to keep getting on my soapbox about it because people need to find you and give you opportunities and jobs and connections. And the only way they're going to do that is if they're able to find you. So just going to say that. And once you have your profile all pretty and amazing and people are able to find you, now is the fun part. Now you're going to start looking at your analytics to see who is finding you, because LinkedIn tells you this. So if you have your profile set up and you wait like, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks, you can look at your analytics and say, the majority of people finding me through search are recruiters, or the majority of people finding me through search for me is fellow founders and fellow CEOs. That's great to know, because if I'm not targeting those people, I don't have the right keywords. So the right people are not finding me. And so you want to make sure that who you want to find you is who's actually finding you. And so analytics are a great way to sort of check your homework, check and make sure that everything's working great. And so, you know me, if you made our coffee meeting last week, you know that when I get really excited about something and find something that I really love, I just start reaching out to people. I'm like a super fan. I reach out to them. I'm like, I love you. I love you. I love your company. I love your product. I love your restaurant. Like, I'm just no qualms, just love. And so I was scrolling through LinkedIn and somebody posted a screenshot of their analytics, but it didn't look like the analytics that come on LinkedIn. It was like a different interface. And so like my Nancy Drew spidey senses went up and I was like, wait a second, this is not, how are they getting these analytics? This is not LinkedIn analytics. So where are these analytics coming from? So I sleuthed and I did some digging and I found out that it was a company named Shield. Shield, like Captain America has a shield. And so I was like, oh, what is this company? And so I go on their website. I obviously stalk them on LinkedIn. And again, I did this last week and I know we talked about it because I did this with the other company, Nickel Pass, that I'm still crazy about. I'm still talking about Nickel Pass. So good. Anyways, I found Shield. I found the founders. I reach out. I'm like, what is this? I'm so curious. This looks amazing. I will drop the link in the comments, but you should check it out. So I reach out and I end up talking to Juan Pablo, shout out Juan Pablo, and Andreas, one of the founders. And I was like, whoa, what do y'all have going on? And so we hopped on a call and what an amazing story. These guys basically figured out LinkedIn isn't showing you enough analytics. How do we get the analytics? There were some laws passed in the UK, which is different than here in the US, that gives you rights to your own data. I don't know. I don't know a lot about this privacy stuff. I see those terms and conditions on like my iPhone updates and I'm just like, check, read and reviewed. They could be asking for my home and I've checked it and said yes. So I don't always read the terms and conditions, the T's and C's, if you will. So anyways, apparently in the UK, they have better T's and C's that allow you to get all your data. So these guys built this platform that basically scrapes all the back end of LinkedIn and then gives you access to it. It's freaking amazing. I've used the free trial now for about 5 days and I'm sort of obsessed with it. There's a free trial. You can use it. So maybe use the free trial after your profile is looking good. If your profile is already looking good, get on it because it's going to blow your mind. You're going to be shocked. And it really helps once you start posting because it analyzes all of your posts. Steve, not only is it worth the monthly fee, I only did the trial for like 48 hours. I think the free trial is something like a week or maybe 2 weeks. Already signed up for the year, committed, done, put my credit card in, gave them my money, end of story. I'm a lurker and I love data. I love like seeing what I'm doing and if it's working and all that sort of stuff. Never seen anything like this. Nope. Especially on LinkedIn. So, oh yeah. My credit card was put in. I was like, bye boo. That money is gone to a good cause. So it's really great because once you start posting, you can instantly see all of these analytics. And which is another thing, it's Canva, Steve, no S. Just Canva, just Canva. Also amazing, also free. I love free. So anyways, once you start posting on LinkedIn, this is going to help you so much, which brings me to my next point, which is, are you posting? Start posting, please. It's really important for you to start circulating in your network. And the only way you're going to do that is if you're posting. So the example that I give people is you're at a party. There's some apps, there's the bar, there's music playing. Are you speaking or are you in the corner silent? In the corner silent is an option. We know that person. Okay? They just come for the snacks, but they don't really chat with anyone. But are you roaming around the party, dropping little comments, dropping some likes, adding your voice to the conversation, and then also putting your own knowledge forward, putting your own smarts forward. Because here's the thing, you are smart and you have a lot of skills that can really help other people. You have a lot of meaningful content inside you and you don't even know it. And here's how I know. Because if I tried to come do your job for one day, I'd be lost. Why? Because you have knowledge up here that I don't have. And so you sharing that knowledge with people like me is helpful because I read it and say, great, that helped me. So you have stuff up here that would benefit me and other people in your network. And some might say, well, Kim, but my job's really technical. A lot of people have technical jobs. I see a lot of people posting. It doesn't mean that I'm necessarily going to find value in it, but you will find your crew. If anybody's watched the movie 16 Candles or any of these old 80s movies, you have like the jocks, you have like the drama kids, you have these little crews. I'm not saying everyone's going to like your stuff, but you're going to find your crew. I have friends that post nothing but Excel shortcuts. I can't even open Excel half the time. So is that going to be my crew? No. But boy, do they have a crew of people that use Excel a lot. Tell you that. So you have a crew. You might not know you have a crew, but you have one and you have value to add to that crew. And here's the thing. The minute you start posting one post, the minute you start your first one, the algorithm in LinkedIn is going to immediately reward you. You are going to see, because the algorithm's going to go, oh, we've never heard from Ron before. Let me show Ron's post to more people because Ron is now talking. So that initial, I would say maybe month that you start posting, you're going to see the algorithm kind of give you a pat on the back for that. So again, if you have Shield and you can see what's resonating and sort of what's getting traction, it's going to be really helpful for you to keep going with that. And so if you are one of those people at the party who's not posting, I would like to know what's stopping you. Do you post on LinkedIn? If you do, great. Sounds like Ron's already doing it. Amazing. Again, Ron's right. You have to commit to it. Consistency. And it's probably helping him find his crew. And so it's really helpful. And see, here's where I will gently disagree. We cannot spend this much time on social media when you're not looking for a job. If you are only active when you are looking for a job, you are missing out on other opportunities. Okay. I started my company at 25, 9 years ago. I have worked with Paul McCartney. I've worked with Oprah. I've worked with the New York Mets. I have worked with Comic-Con. I've worked with every hero and every big name that I could ever wish to. Did I mean to start a company? No. Was it on purpose? No. But the opportunity found me. And so being active on LinkedIn, all that's doing is allowing opportunities to find you. And it's not even necessarily about jobs. Maybe it's about volunteer opportunities. Maybe it's about partnerships. Maybe it's about joint ventures. Maybe it's about side hustles. Maybe it's about mentoring. Opportunities can't find you if you're not out there. They just can't. It's not possible. And so if you're thinking, I can't do this because there's nothing in it for me, again, the example that I always give people is if you're in a boat out on the ocean and you're lost and you're like, well, the Coast Guard will come and find me. They don't know where your boat is. How are they going to find your boat? They don't know where you are. So you have to get on the radio and say, well, about 30 minutes ago, I saw this thing in the distance. I think these are my coordinates so that people can find you. You have to start putting things out on the radio for good things to happen to you. So if you're not posting, why? I don't know why. Tell me so we can talk about it, because you should be and you need to be. I'm not saying it has to be every day. once a week, once a month. William, you're never too young or too inexperienced to post. I actually think young people should be posting a lot because they do have a lot of great insight. Do you think I know how to use TikTok? No. But are there billions of people on TikTok? And as a marketer and as somebody who works in entertainment, I need to learn about TikTok? You betcha. And who's going to teach me about TikTok? A young person who's on TikTok. So if you are young, what are things that you're experiencing? What are things that you have knowledge in that you can bring to the table that someone else is going to go, oh, I need to know about that. Like now that you're talking about that, I'm going to follow you because I don't know about those things. So everyone has value to give. In terms of how often to post, listen, it's like, how often should you eat pizza? Oh, there are times where it's like, I'm eating pizza every day and I know it's not healthy. And it's like, whatever, we're in a pandemic, I'm doing it. So ideally, should you be posting every day? Yes. Is that necessarily realistic? No. I would go once a week. Like if you can just start with that, like, okay, once a week, I'm going to post. And it can be an article you read, your favorite takeaway from that article. Again, what would you say over coffee to a friend? You might say, oh man, Jen, I read this great article. Oh man, Nick, did you hear this podcast? This podcast episode was amazing. Oh, Ron, this takeaway from this newsletter, you got to read it. That's the type of stuff that you could be sharing on LinkedIn with your sort of takeaway and your sort of knowledge base on that, or your opinion. I think it's extremely beneficial. And if you're not, again, you have so much knowledge to give. You are so smart. You are so skilled. Like, please, 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 like post that stuff. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It really doesn't. I have not made tips for putting up great content. I only started with the profile, but that's a great idea because maybe would you like that? If I made a document like the one I made about how to help your profile, would you read it? Because listen, this thing takes me a long time to make. I don't want to make something and then like nobody reads it. Again, wah, wah. So if you're not going to read it, I don't want to make it. But if you think it would be helpful for me to, create a couple like 5, 6, 7, 8 page document about, what content would be good or, ideas or thought starters, like I will totally do that for you. But you have to read it. So if you would, okay, good. All right. If we can get like 3 more yeses, spend like 2 days working on something that like 2 people are going to read. Okay. Richard, William, Christina, Nick, James is in. Okay. I will make this because you see me get on my soapbox about it. I'm so crazy about it. So, and it's important you start posting because another big LinkedIn update is LinkedIn is coming out with stories. Just like Instagram has stories, LinkedIn is coming out with stories. I don't know if you've heard about this. I will drop an article in the comments that I just read yesterday, but it's coming. I don't know where you are. We don't have it in America yet. It is only released, I think, in Australia, Germany, maybe not Germany, Sweden. I don't know. It's only in like a handful of places, but so I haven't actually seen it because I'm not in Australia or one of these places, but apparently it looks very similar to Instagram stories without all the bells and whistles. And it's supposed to be about like, I don't know, because again, I haven't seen it. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like daily life or if it's, again, supposed to be more like tips and tricks. Unclear. I did think of doing one thing because I saw that somebody else did it, but this is kind of like, this is a little crazy, but this just shows how crazy I am. Someone said that if you change your location, so right now on LinkedIn, my location says New York, New York, where my home is. Apparently, if you change your location on LinkedIn to say like Perth, Australia, it like rewires LinkedIn to think that you're in Perth. And then if you look at another Australian's LinkedIn profile that has decided to participate and has stories up, that you can see them. But that seems confusing, so I'm changing my LinkedIn, and then it seems like a lot. So I don't think I'm actually going to do that. Like, I'll just wait until it comes to America. But I just want to put that on your radar as sort of like this is coming, like a little heads up. No one can tell us when it's coming. Is this going to get announced in the US in 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months? I don't know, but it's kind of fun to see the platform innovate. And obviously LinkedIn is a huge platform with lots of updates and stuff. So, I think that that's something for you to keep in mind as you see it. So I don't know if anyone here lives in Brazil or the Netherlands or the UAE or Australia. If you do, like, tell us what's it like? What's it like? I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody that's used it. I would love to, but I haven't. So putting it out there, if you know somebody in one of those places, like maybe you can ask them and tell a friend and then tell me, and then we can all talk about it. I don't know. But as soon as I find these things out, I'm like trying to get them out to you fast. I sent an email yesterday. Did you get an email from me yesterday? Yes or no? If you didn't get an email from me yesterday, we must change that. I will drop a link in the comments so that you can get emails from me, because that way I can talk to you. Oh, Danny! Tell us what it's like. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay, have you seen it? We have all the questions. It just came out 2 weeks ago. See, it's new. It's new. Maybe we're going to get it here in America tomorrow. I don't know. You don't know. I've actually asked some people at LinkedIn, because I have two LinkedIn learning courses. I'm working on my third. Fun fact. So I've been emailing people I know at LinkedIn, like trying to get the inside scoop, but no one's giving me the inside scoop. But I'm like, when is it coming? When do we know? Bye, Rick. Yes, please look at your profile. Anyways, if you didn't get an email from me, please click this link so I can email you. And if you're like, I hate emails, if I get one more freaking email, I'm going to go crazy. I hear you. I got you. The inbox can get crazy. And maybe you're more of a texting person. I hear you. Sometimes emails are overwhelming. So I'm also going to put my phone number in here, and you can text me. And before I get any crazy things like, you shouldn't be giving out your phone number, Mom, Dad, relax. It's a platform. I talked about it last week. It's called Community. So it is my number, but it's like not my actual number. You can't like find me. It's not like someone can like hack and see my location. I don't know, access my camera, weird stuff. The world is weird. So anyways, if you're more of a texter, text. If you're more of an email. Either way, I just want to be able to chat with you when it's not Wednesday, because again, maybe you can't come. I always come, but maybe you can't come. So I just want to find a way for us to chat. So I know I said I would keep it to 30 minutes. I'm 3 minutes over. But now we are all caught up. I cannot wait to see what you do with your profiles. And again, email me, text me if you need help. I am here. I'm such a believer in you, and I'm such a believer in your potential that I want you to be great, and I want all the opportunities to find you. And it just makes me crazy when they're not finding you. So I just want to just ground us and say, like, thank you. Seriously, thank you for showing up. Thank you for your insights. Thank you for your smarts. I am so freaking grateful. You have no idea how much I look forward to this. Every Wednesday morning I wake up and you would think Santa Claus has visited me. Like, that is how excited I am about our meetings on Wednesday. Because like seeing Chris and Richard and Danny and Frank and Jen and Nick, and just I'm overwhelmed with like gratitude and love and all the hippy dippy stuff that you guys know about. So I thank you so much for your advice and your wisdom and your good comments and your helpful tools. And just, I'm so happy and grateful. I hope to see you next week. Same time, same place, same cup, same caffeine. Next Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Bring a friend. I'm bringing a friend. Hint for you. I'm going to have a friend next week. And I think you're really going to like her. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, do like a little announcement for my first Coffee with Kim guest, but she's going to drop some wisdom on all of us. And it's going to lead to some aha moments. I'm just telling you, because every time I meet with her, I leave with a little nugget that I'm still thinking about 2 days later on my run. So get ready for that little nugget to also be stuck in your head for days later. So sending a big cheers from me to you. Have a great rest of the week, my friend.